needs a little more time, or fantastic. Um, would anyone like to give us a recap of what happened last time we were in the mystical land of Theros? Oh, poor Miles.
Oh, buddy.
We headed out westward and were attacked in the night by a party hired by Callisto to acquire the mask from us. He came in to show off that he was coughing and then ran out. Same, buddy. We did kill most of them, most of our assailants, and I have contracted a curse. It's gonna be fine. Um, that technically none of us like explicitly know about. Uh, Theo's just feeling a little forlorn and moody, but we did make it to Krymnos, right? Yes. We made it to Krymnos, which is covered in ice and snow. We have entered one of the 5 inns that sit all next to each other, and learned that the city speaker, Deucalion, has been missing for a week and a half. There is a creature that is in the bay that has been fucking with the fishermen for longer than that, but for a bit. And the city has been covered in ice and snow for about a week. So something has happened, probably between one of those two things. An event must have happened that angered the gods, such that this city is in winter when we are supposed to be in summertime. So.
Yeah, fantastic. Akira has released a sea nymph back into the bay.
Fucking go!
And also spotted far off some large shadow of some great creature.
I think I'm still in the water.
Yeah. So y'all are Akira. You're still in the water. The shadow has disappeared. You don't really see it anymore. But the rest of you are on the ice a little ways back before like the ice gets too fragile.
I will reluctantly get out of the water and get back on the ice.
So that was it.
Do we wish to help the city with their seasonal affectation?
It'll warm things up around here, then sure.
Akira nods.
My joints are stiff in the yoga in this cold.
Oh, I will fill in everybody about what I just saw.
Oh.
The shadowy creature.
Oh,
It might be important, yeah.
There is like a really long pause, and they will tell you about like releasing Aluno and all that first, and then we'll tack on the end. Oh, I did also catch a glimpse of some sort of creature very far away. I'm unsure as to what it was.
Well, that might be important.
Did it look evil?
I do not know if I could apply a moral standing to it based on shape.
Oh, sorry. phrase that didn't look killable.
Um,
Huh?
it was very large. It also would have the advantage of being a ocean creature in the ocean if you were to pursue it.
That's a good point. Bigger than a Hydra?
It wasn't that big, was it? Was it that
No,
big?
not that
Okay.
big.
No.
Okay, we got this. Let's just go hunt.
Wait a second.
Well, what if it belongs?
Then we can talk to it. Get
I-
some information out of it. I don't know.
I would like to speak. Hey, that's so crazy. I now have a spell. That's so wild. I don't think I can sending the Loch Ness monster. I don't think that'd work.
Hold on,
Um,
let's check the wording.
I don't know if you're familiar
Please.
enough with it just from
Fuck.
seeing its silhouette, but I think, I
I'm
mean,
pretty
I don't
sure.
think.
How's your Scottish
sure?
accent, Tyler?
A creature with which you are familiar.
I think having seen it, you're familiar enough with it.
Tyler, I love it here. Don't tempt me. I kind of want to.
It will understand the meaning of your message. Whether or not it can reply and how that reply would come across is unknown, but
Akira gasps and says, "Oh, I believe I have a new spell for this. I'm sending to the fucking Loch Ness monster." I told you I was gonna torture you with this. I'm so
no, I'm here
serious.
for it.
Yes. Fuck, what do I even say? Oh god. Okay. All right, I have 25 words.
New spell, who dis?
Yes! Oh god. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Akira will pull out their orb and will speak into it like it's a microphone and just say, "Hello, my name is Akira. Do you belong in this place?" And then we'll stop the message there.
Okay, just 1 sec.
You
You hear a voice speaking fluent common. Very scared, very nervous. Please, you've got to help. I don't know how this happened. I don't know where I am. I don't know what happened. I don't belong here. Please, you've got to.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I will fill the others in on that. Holy shit. Thank you, a double taste. I fucking love this. I'm not blowing 2 spell slots on that. Yet. Yet. I don't know, maybe I am.
So like, it needs help. What the fuck?
It seems so. I am unsure how to help it, but
And from what? Like the code? Like
it was not very specific, but I do not think I asked very specific questions.
well,
I could communicate with it again.
I don't know.
We could ask where it's supposed to be and help it get there, as we had the Naiad.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to blow spell slot on this.
You also will have like we can take a short rest and you can recover one of your 3rd levels, remember?
That's true.
Arcane
Yeah.
recovery.
I don't think we can like put this one in the bucket.
I'm reminding Katie of a feature that I'm sure she has forgotten she has.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. God, I need to make a physical cheat sheet. I say it all the time, but I'll do that at some point. Yeah, I'll send another message and say we will help. Um, how do we help? Where do you belong originally? That'll be it.
I belong in my fucking house. Oh, it's been so long since I've heard a person. Please, I don't know. I don't know how to help. I don't know what happened. Please, you've got to help.
That's the fucking speaker. How far away was it when I saw it in the water?
Probably a good like 60 feet, 100 feet.
Oh, that's it?
Longer than that. Longer than that.
Oh.
I was thinking about like dark vision, but like there's enough light. Let's say like 150 feet.
Okay. I'll peek my head. I'll like lean over the side of the ice and dunk my head in and look and see if I see it around.
Make a perception check.
Oh boy, I'm good at these. Think. Yeah. Got ice in my eye.
I mean, you're well accustomed to looking, and seeing underwater and stuff. It just like I guess it must have disappeared, and it doesn't know exactly where you are, so it's just gone.
Alrighty. I will fill everybody else in on that second part.
I had a house. I'm just okay. Let me know if I'm reaching, but I'm assuming it's a villager here. I'm just assuming.
Well, we do know a villager that has been missing for a week and a half.
Yes.
That's might be them.
Although the creature in the bay has been here longer than the city speaker has been gone. And I checked that last time. That's I think.
According to that one guy.
Yeah. I didn't write his name down either, so.
Y'all went to the even keel, I think.
Mhm.
So that was Apollonius.
I mean,
If we could coax the creature towards the surface, I would be able to speak with it and we might be able to understand it more clearly. That way, Akira, you're not restricted.
what? Sorry, I started
Could-
dissociating.
I could send it one more message.
So is that how that orb works? You keep using it to do that?
The orb does many things.
That's not cryptic at all. Like here. Okay, so
Oh, good.
bring it to the surface.
uh, I can ask it to join us at the surface, yes. All right, I'm blowing my third fucking spell slot. My last third.
It's
I
fine.
will.
There's no way we'll need it again.
Yeah. never.
But like the only thing that I would be using this for is tiny hut or wall of water. Lame. Who cares? Or sending to somebody else. So I think this is a good move.
Tiny Hut's also a ritual, so you're fine.
Oh, that's true. It is. Hey, that's crazy.
I'll remind you, you never have to prepare Tiny Hut in order to cast it as a ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I need to write that down somewhere. I'll do it in break. I will send to this creature again and say, if you are able, it would be easier for my companions and I to speak with you at the surface. Could you join us here?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, jeez, Scoop. Not Akira. Come on, please. Please. Dink. Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'll try to find you. Please, you've got to help me. Please don't try to kill me.
I'll try and like splash a bunch at the surface so that it like knows to come to that. But not like so much that it's like, oh, what the fuck? I'm not going over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like unintimidating splashing going on.
Okay.
Would it be possible for me to ritually cast, or is that going to get interrupted?
I mean, you feel like it'll probably take a while for this thing to get here, maybe? You can definitely start. And if it gets interrupted, it's, no real loss. But
Yeah. If it shows up halfway through the ritual, I'll expend the spell slot. But if I've got the 10 minutes, then I'll cast Speak with Animals as a ritual.
you don't know if it's because this thing, got super far away from you and had to take this long to get back, or if it is just, nervous and, moving slowly and having to find you. But you do have time to ritually cast it. And as you're finishing up the ritual, Akira, in the water, you can see this shape growing larger and larger, and as it gets closer, you see this oblong body with uh, flapping fins, a long tail, and a very long skinny neck. Very Loch Ness monster, definitely some kind of I don't know, Plesiosaurus type thing. And it comes up and its head comes underwater and looks at you, and then you can climb out and it just sticks its head up out of the water, just kind of periscoping it.
Oh, I love them.
You see these long sharp teeth. See, I'm pretty sure I've got a
Handout?
And out.
I don't have it built into a handout, but whatever, I'll just show this to y'all.
Yeah! Oh, he slaps.
Head just careens around, looks at all of you. Its eyes look very uh timid.
Oh.
I'll go sit with my feet in the water. And say to it, you used to have a house? Was that up here? And I'll point towards the village.
Oh, I can you. Wait, you know what I'm saying? Oh, phew, okay. Yes, yeah, I'm from the village. Well, I mean, I don't recognize you all, but I mean, I'm Deucalion. I was the leader of the city, and um, now I'm this. I don't know what happened. Please, you've got to help me.
What have you done to anger the gods recently?
Recently?
I I beg your pardon.
Well, it would not be the case that you should be transformed into a beast of your size and place and then pinned under the ice and the seasons be refused to move, should it be the case that the gods were pleased.
I thought y'all were here to help me, not interrogate me. I worship the gods as any man would. Uh,
Well, we would like to help, but it would require knowing what sort of appeasement we must make on your behalf. Why did you leave the city?
I I did not leave the city. I I just woke up in the water one day.
Mm. And what was it that you had done the day before that?
I hardly recall. I mean, nothing like of particular importance. I, woke up and ate and saw to a few affairs, settled a quarrel between the brothers of the taverns, and uh, nothing that would stand out.
What was the nature of the quarrel?
They're always, arguing over whose tavern's better. Sometimes it, turns to blows. If a customer leaves one place, goes to another, and they just one up each other constantly. Honestly, it couldn't be anything about that. Look, I am a, God fearing, God honoring man. Um, we, observe all the usual festivals. We, honor the gods. We, you know, celebrated recently the sorry, I've got to check my notes for something.
Oh my god, I love that one. That's the best holiday.
Oh man, I should have had this open already. Oops. We, we had a festival celebrating the first hunt recently. Um,
Hmm. And how did that fare?
wonderfully. I, couldn't imagine anyone taking ire at such a splendid affair. There was a wonderful hunt. I took down a most glorious boar. Um,
Excellent. And what was done with the boar at that time?
well, we feasted on it, of course.
All right. Were there any members of the village, perhaps, that were not present or else offered sacrifice rather than participated in the hunt?
Uh, I mean, there were a few that maybe didn't like join in as fervorously as the rest. I mean, old Gaius, he, keeps to himself for the most part, but I mean, that's nothing special. That's nothing new. I mean, it's not like Nylea to get mad at someone for not, participating.
Well, you are in good fortune, where I am a chosen member of Nylia's speakers. Perhaps it is whose ear I could bend and find out what it is that has displeased her such. It sounds as if you have participated fully and appropriately, but perhaps there is something you are not aware of that has upset her.
Please, Speaker, do whatever you must. Get to the bottom of this. Find out whoever it is who has caused this harm to befall my village. Whoever he is must be treated just to the worst possible degree, and we we will do whatever we have to make this right.
Would you hunt him?
If that's what was called for.
There's sort of bit of a wicked grin, um, but he says, "It should not come to that. But knowing that you are prepared to, should do you honor." Are there others in the village that cause you, as your city's speaker, alarm or concern that we should speak to ourselves?
Well, as I said, I mean, Gaius is crotchety, but he means well. Fisherman, good man. There's, I mean, the brothers, they hold a lot of sway, but they are quarrelsome. But not to any degree that I'd be concerned about them. I mean, they're just brothers. That's what they do.
Were all of them at the hunt?
I mean, I think Diomedes might have stayed back, but he's always been one more for ale than sport.
Oh, I think we have perhaps asked enough of you, except that many of the fishermen are wary of you under the surface of the water, and should you not come in to prevent any further harm coming to you, I recommend you swim farther down and stay low.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look, all I wanted was to get their attention, try to get some help, or
Oh, you did do that. Don't worry.
they all turned to me with spears. Okay, I will I will go further. Please don't leave me here.
It
If
is.
seek out Cora. You could find her at at my home, the large house near the center of town. She is my daughter. I hope that she knows that I'm not. Please, just tell her everything's okay.
You wish us to lie? Or that you are not dead?
Let's start with not dead. Yeah.
Suitable? Take care. We shall do what we can in the name of speakers to provide you and this city with what relief we may.
Thank you. And the plesiosaur will begin to back paddle a little bit, and you can watch him descend deeper into the bay.
Well, he claims that there has nothing happened within the city that he is aware of, at least, that should have brought the ire of Nylea. However, she is responsible for the turning of the seasons, and this season has not turned in several. And he is the creature that has been turned himself. As inclined as I am to believe his ignorance, cannot say that I fully believe that he is not at fault.
Maybe it's like, since he's the speaker, the buck stops at him. So it's like, maybe one of the residents stole something. He took the blame as a speaker. I don't know.
That's possible. He asked that we speak with his daughter and let her know that he is not dead. He also listed some names of some individuals within the city who, maybe not oddly enough, but perhaps had an outside perspective on the most recent hunt that was in service to Nylea, or in honor of Nylea. Speak with an old man or one of the brothers, and then also Cora. Do any of those sound as if they will be more promising than the others?
Maybe we should talk to Cora first. Get that over with.
Depending on her age, she may know more about a folly.
That too.
I think Cora is the best option as of now.
He said it was the biggest house. I start looking for the biggest house.
Y'all make your way back towards town, and very small town. The center is, dominated mostly by the 5 inns, the 5 taverns, but nearby, kind of across the center square, you see a house larger, the only one that has a second story in the building, or in the town. You figure that's probably likely the one.
I walk in.
Do you do anything to announce your presence, or you're just walking in and seeing what's there?
I don't live in a place that has doors.
I knock after Theo walks in.
I'll walk in and also knock.
I'm going to announce us coming in instead of just 3 people walking in after knocking.
Calling down from up the stairs, you walk in and there's a small, like, foyer, almost like a hallway, and then into like kind of a large main space with a staircase off to the side, and you hear a voice calling down from the staircase. What? Who goes there? Please, I'm armed.
Oh,
Messengers from your father?
You hear like the sound of like some like wooden item like hitting the floor, and then like the rapid footprints, and then this you see this figure just running down the stairs. A human woman, short dark hair, um, comes barreling down the stairs. My father, you've heard from him. He's okay. Where is he? Why? Where'd he go? She looks like she's maybe like late teens.
He is alive and cursed.
Cursed? What? Why would he be?
We are hoping that perhaps you might know.
I mean, what would I know about curses? We pray to the gods. We pray to, Ifara for the safety of our house, and we pray to Iroas that war won't bother us. We pray to Karametra for a good crop. We held a festival for Nylea at the in mid spring. Um, we I don't know why. What?
Calm yourself. Your father is alive, and we shall undo this curse as quickly as we are able. We have very little understanding of the nature of this curse and are trying to understand to the best of our ability what might have brought a shadow upon your household.
Look, my father's an honorable man. I mean, he might not be the best leader we've ever had, or the best hunter, or but he's always meant well and done right for me and provided. And
Does
He said
your
he
father have any enemies in town?
I wouldn't say enemies. I mean, he butts heads with um Gaius a little bit. He's kind of the best fisherman we've got, and there's been you know uh trouble with making sure everyone's well fed. But no, everyone gets along.
is your
Did he?
father a poor marksman?
I mean, he can hit a still target well enough if he's not too far away.
He said he took down a great boar.
Yeah, during the festival of the first hunt. Um,
Did he really? His head's cocked to the side and he's kind of like brow furrowed and smiling.
yeah, of course he killed it. Well, he wouldn't lie.
Would he not?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Did he tell you who hunted that boar and whose kill he took?
I mean, a lot of the town were on the hunt, and um, they. I mean, I wasn't there, of course, but you can take it from most of the um, adults in town that were out. Um, they generally like break off into one or two and spread out for the hunt, and um, they heard a commotion and the shouts of my father, shouts of victory and stuff, and they came. And the clearing that he was in, there was a big boar, and it was dead, and it had been shot with an arrow. And I mean, there wasn't really anyone else.
My smile just turns to everyone else in the group.
I mean, if you think it might have been something about that, like maybe it was like a sacred boar or something, and he wasn't supposed to kill it. I mean, you could probably talk to like, Apollodorus or something, and they might be able to show you where it was. But I mean,
Well,
Sounds
that's,
like that's the best lead.
this is not my level of expertise here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Your nervous protection of your father has proven insightful. I'm going to take her hands and just clasp them for a moment. He's well, and we will undo this magic.
thank you. Please bring him back to me.
When I pull my hands back, she has a good berry in her hand, which is currently strawberries.
Wait, you're just giving those away?
Of course, I always share my food. I'll pull more out of my pocket and give them to you.
Oh, okay.
Akira puts their hand down.
Beast has just had like 6 strawberries.
Perfect.
Look, you can find Apollodorus over. He runs the stones. One of the inns across the way. It's the one on the left coming out of the house.
Thank you, child. I'll walk out.
She goes and like as the rest of you are filtering out, you see her just go and like sit down on one of the like some of the seating in the main room, and just kind of like stares at the strawberry, just kind of like zoning out a little bit.
Damn. I wonder what happened. I wonder what caused Naila to bring down her fury upon the whole town as well.
Are you asking with the intent of getting an answer?
No, I'm just asking to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know?
Do I know? Yes.
Huh. Would you mind telling the group? Like, yeah.
You were not asking with the intent of getting an answer, but
I thought you had to. I thought you didn't have the answer. I just thought. Yeah.
should it be that Cora's intuition is correct, and this was a sacred animal, this was an animal that was not to be touched, and seeing as it was killed and then feasted upon by mortals, it has brought her great anger. And if it is possible that this is a creature that was wounded or harmed, and the speaker, the city speaker, has taken it upon himself to claim the glory of its kill and its profitable, prolific food for the community, it is also frowned upon. It is dishonorable and unkind to the hunter whose skill tracked and killed the beast in the first place. She makes her statements as loudly as possible so that they cannot be ignored. Refusing to turn the seasons is one of the ways in which mortals are incapable of turning their eye.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I trust you on this. This is definitely down your alley of knowledge. So,
He grins.
wait, now we gotta go ask about. Wait, where are they?
She said the one to the left from this path.
Okay.
And that name was Apollodorus. You're muted. You're muted. Tyler, you were muted.
Oh, oops. I could hear myself. So the names that y'all have gotten for the brothers so far is Apollodorus of the Stones Inn, Apollonius of the Even Keel, and then Diomedes, which you did not hear what inn he runs.
And those are 3 brothers?
3 out of the 5.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, so following Core's instruction, you can head out, and the building leftmost in the semicircle as you approach it is, uh, marked as the Stones Inn. Um, on entering, you see similar to the Even Keel, it's uh, sparsely populated, though not completely empty. You see a couple of folks sitting in one corner near the fire and drinking, and you see a burly man standing behind the counter, wearing a shirt maybe a little too tight, washing a glass. Looks like this guy ought to have like an axe over his shoulder, uh, probably standing like 6'5" or so. Uh, as you enter, he calls out, "Welcome, fair travelers, to the Stones Inn. Please, please come, have a seat. Let me see what I can get for you. Name's Apollodorus. You've made the right choice. You've come to the best inn in town."
I'm gonna go sit.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right. He comes over and he has, let's see, there are six of y'all, 7. He comes over. He's got 7 tankards of ale in his hands, and just like, carrying them, stacked on top of each other, sets them out, tosses, slides them across to each of you. All right, first round's on the house. Please, please, warm up, make yourselves comfortable. Like I said, name's Apollodorus. If there's anything I can get for you, we're cooking up some stew in the back. Should be ready here shortly. All right, strong, silent type. Well, you enjoy your round, and I'll be right over here. Just give a holler.
I shout.
Okay, all right, that's a holler for sure. What can I do you for?
How was the hunt a few weeks ago?
Oh, the first hunt. Well, it was going pretty well. I feel like I was on the trail of something, but you know, out of nowhere, the speaker, you know, calling out, and he got something, and lo and behold, he tagged a mighty fine boar. I cooked it up myself. It was quite delicious.
What were you tracking?
Well, there's a lot of life out there in the woods. I had seen some older tracks of boar, something like that, probably the same size, might have been the same critter. All the tracks I was finding were a little old, you know, but I guess he got lucky. It's real surprising, he ain't never been the crack shot of the group, but you get lucky every now and then.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Beast is gonna just kind of glare and look at his body language. Let's see.
This guy's putting on a pretty strong front, a pretty strong character. Like, it's hard to really get like a reading of what he's actually thinking or anything. You don't get the sense whether he's lying or if he's being honest. It's just this character that's being presented to you is hard to read.
That's it.
You say he's not a crack shot?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's got to learn at some point how to, arm themselves and hunt for their livelihood. But I don't know. Old Duke Alien's never been, the sharpest shot. He's done well enough, can take down a straggler or, something caught unawares. But I don't know. Boars. Like I said, he probably just got lucky.
They're very hard to kill.
Yeah, I guess they are.
How many
Thick hide and
arrows
all
was she
that.
use?
Well, I guess I didn't really count. I guess just, maybe a few. I didn't get a good look.
You said you cooked the meat yourself, right?
Yeah. But it was carried in, and old uh Diogenes, he kind of like trimmed it up and butchered it for me.
I mean, there. I mean, we definitely still see the meat that was torn and ripped by the pulling and the pushing of the arrows inside the body.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, there might have been, there's plenty of scarring and stuff. Like, this is an old boar. It probably had plenty of run-ins and arrows. It's just hard to tell what's new and what's old sometimes. Now, look, are y'all here for an interview, or y'all needing something to eat?
Do you still have the leathers from that boar?
Well, I mean, you might have to talk to Diogenes about it. We didn't really. I mean, like I said, he butchered it.
Uh, I get up and oh where is Diogenes?
Oh, well, I mean, you don't have to, get up and go right now. You can find him a couple doors down. He runs the river's mouth over there.
It's possible that someone within your village has participated in a deep and vile act of sacrilege. We are trying to amend it, and I'm going to leave.
Right. Well, I mean, okay. Oh, your friend, he's pretty serious about stuff. Look, y'all are new here. Y'all are outsiders. There's no need to go, you know, poking your nose. And I'm sure if there's something afoot, we can handle it ourselves. Y'all don't need to get wrapped up in nothing.
And why haven't y'all handled it already? I'll finish my ale and walk out.
Uh, Apollodorus just kind of has a stunned silence. Doesn't really seem to know what to say.
Everybody just hangs out. Besides this colleague.
Apollodorus, if something
Yes, sir.
happened, if something happened on that hunt, or something nefarious is going on in this town to create this unusual weather, we will find out. It would be easier for everyone, including yourself and your brothers, if you just told us now.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Yeah. Fuck it up, a clon.
Look, sir, I don't know who you are that you feel it your place to come in here and begin to make these uh, claimants that you can solve our problems. But if there's an issue, we can take care of it in house. And uh, you know, you're very kind that you're trying to help out here. But as I said to your friend, you you're best off just keeping your nose out of this business here.
That will not happen. What will you do about it?
It looks like he is very close to like uh uh bursting a little bit. Like, you see him getting very flush, and then he kind of like tempers himself. And I think it's best you and your friends get on out of here.
Almost saw the real you there for a minute. The clan will leave.
He looks around at anyone else that's still seated, and that goes for the rest of you as well.
Akira gets up and leaves. They have not touched their drink.
Hey, 2 free drinks already.
I understand that often these sorts of things are exchanged for coin. I'm happy
Oh, yeah.
to not participate, but if this is the things they want, I feel that there's poor practice happening amongst these brothers.
Oh, yeah. I think they're giving each other the exact same stew, too. They all use the same fucking recipe.
Do you think if I were to ask Diogenes directly for the skin, he would give it to me?
I mean, hopefully, it seemed like that brother was not too keen on solving the problem as fast as possible. But you never know. We should just we steal it.
Their head slowly tilts upwards towards yours with big, wide eyes. Genius. But perhaps it is more appropriate to ask first.
Oh yeah, totally.
Which one is the one that he has said is called after the one Diogenes owns? I can go in and just yell at every one of them, but I don't want to do it in a place we've already been.
Be honest, I totally forgot. I was too happy about the cool little line I said.
Okay, I'm just gonna stick my head in one of them and shout for Diogenes, I guess.
I will say, Akira, you heard him say 2 doors down, the river's mouth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
if I come outside in time to hear that, I'll just put a hand on
Yes,
their
please.
shoulders and then the river's mouth, I believe. And then I'll point to whichever one that is because I know that Theodotus cannot reach.
Yeah, my head turns towards where I know a river is.
I'll like turn your head back to the right one.
Leaving the Stone Inn, you pass the even keel, which you've been in before, and then the next building, kind of in the center of the semicircle, the river's mouth, and that's the one that you are led to.
Akira, should we just ask for the skin directly, or should we allow them to give us drinks first?
Do you want more drinks?
I don't see why not if they're just giving them out for free.
Then we will allow them to give us more drinks. I will give you mine if you would like.
Yes, please.
You head into the river's mouth, and this one kind of stands out that it looks to be built more out of a lot more stonework. Literally like smooth stones that have been stacked to build low walls, and wood attached on top of that. This one about the same level of business as the Stones Inn that you were just in. You see another fella behind the bar. You can start to see the family resemblance between the 3 brothers that you've met. If Apollonius, the lazy slop of a man, versus Apollodorus, the you know strapping lumberjack of a man. This guy's maybe somewhere in the middle. Uh, dark hair. Uh, hey, yeah, come on in. Welcome, River's Mouth, where the bounty is plentiful and the uh, ale flows plentifully. Can I get you started with anything in particular?
Well, it is good to be here. Apollodorus sent us. Said you could give us some information and perhaps some materials pertaining to the big hunt that happened not so long ago.
It's kind of odd behavior for the Big Apple. Usually we don't do a whole lot of sending people one way or the other, but if he says you're looking for information, I mean, I wouldn't say I know everything that goes on, but I hear things now and then.
Oh, well, he said you were definitely the one to talk to and sent us out of his bar to do it.
All right. Well, what you curious about?
I believe we are looking for leathers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I do a little tanning on my off time. Anything in particular looking for? Gloves, shoes?
Whatever you
Do you
made
have the
from.
hide of the boar from the kill?
Oh, you mean the boar from the first hunt? Yeah. Well, I mean, most of it's been put to use by now. It's been a few months since then. Um, a few gloves out there, plenty of shoes. We have some you know uh various stuff. I mean, it's scattered through the city. I still got a few pieces left, maybe enough to put together you know a, a little bit of equipment if that's what you need.
We can take scraps.
Oh, raw materials. All right. Well, I can. Yeah, yeah. Now, I mean, generally something like this, we, you know, make use of for the town. But as soon as y'all are, coming from out of town, I mean, I'd be happy to sell you some raw materials, and just that way we keep a little commerce going for the town. Let me go and grab what I've got, and we'll talk shopping. He heads off into the back room. You hear him shifting some stuff around, and eventually he pulls out comes back out with a good size like square of leather, maybe like 3 foot on each side.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is we've got some, smaller scraps and stuff, but nothing that could be used for more than just a tie off or something like that. But this is about the last of the working material. And it's not in the best of condition. You can see, there's some puncture wounds in it. I think that one might have been the kill shot. I don't know. I mean, this thing's scarred up. Some of them not as deep as others, but I do my best to even things out with the with the tanning process, and he lays it out, and you can see like one like spot that looks like it's been stitched up a little bit where like an arrow might have pierced, and then just nothing looks particularly like out of place. I mean, there's general scarring that you'd expect from a old boar.
I lay it out and I put my palms onto it and I put my ear against it. And sniff it. I'm just checking this thing out the best I can.
Okay.
Oh,
But I'm doing it in a weird way for sure.
I was
For a
definitely like,
second, I
oh,
thought you were about to cast like the fucking commune or something.
That's for later.
Nope, just vibes.
Well, that's I guess if you're trying to fit some kind of leather helmet or something, checking the texture. Okay, well, I can let this go. You say 5 silver?
I look at everyone else.
I'll
Five
put
I'll hand him
silver
a-
on the table.
Hold up. Okay. 5. Come on. Like, look at you. It's kind of a little patchworky, right? Work with us. How about 3? I think 3.
Go ahead and let's make a persuasion check.
I had to do it. I'm not supposed to. Oh my god! I took persuasion just for the situation.
Nice.
19.
Yeah, we got a lot of good use out of the rest of it. 3 silver goes a long way around here. I'm sure that's fine.
Okay. That's what I like to see. I only have gold. We can just like break that up, right? Let me get my change back.
Yeah, I've probably got some coin around here somewhere. And he goes to the back and gathers up some change for you, and hands you 7 silver to make, and puts his hand out for the gold piece.
All right, here you go.
All right, well, anything in the tavern side of things I can interest you in? We got drinks, we got wine. I've actually got some wine mulling in the back. Something hot, a little spiced. It's chilly out there.
I don't know about heat. I think I need to hear that right now. No, I'm good. Actually, yeah, I'm good.
All right, well, I mean, y'all feel free to take in the fire as long as you like, and if you need anything else, just let me know.
Okay. Uh, does this leather look like like a regular color / tone of or just a regular board that I would see out there?
Yeah, I'll say, with your, background, smithing and stuff, you've seen plenty of leather. Um, there doesn't look like there's anything special about this leather. Um, it looks, run of the mill for an old boar.
And there was only one scene where it looked like the arrow could have went. Like,
Yeah, at least on this patch, you see the one spot that was kind of like, sewn up a little bit before it was tanned. Other than that, like there's superficial stuff, older scars. Make an investigation check.
oh my
I would like to offer guidance.
Okay.
god. 18 plus
Plus a d4.
20.
All right. Yeah, I mean, looking at this thing, you see, some older scars. It's kind of hard to tell after like the process of tanning and all that, but um, talking about like judging like the age of scars, you see some other like that you catch in like a corner a bit of something that looks like a slash maybe, but nothing that was enough to like kill this thing necessarily.
Okay.
Other than that, like brush scarring,
Yeah.
age kind of stuff.
But besides that, we have the Pearson and the slash that looks like is the most recent or looks
Yeah.
unnatural to nature.
Yeah, the slash looks like it is new enough that it maybe didn't have time to heal, to scar over fully. But still old enough that it didn't have to be like stitched back together or anything.
Okay, really, I'm gonna point out the slash and everybody's like, well, I would say this was a part of it, but I don't. This doesn't seem new enough to be a part of like the whole hub. So right now it's just an arrow, but we only have like we don't have that big of a pelt of it left. So I think, oh, we know it's being used, right?
So Theo, it like is the crime just that if you kill an animal that someone else or you claim someone else's killed and that's like bad juju?
Yes. If it is the case that the speaker has taken the honor of the death of this beast, regardless of whether or not this was put to good use for the community, it would be why he has been cursed.
Who's the best hunter in the city?
Perhaps we should speak to Gaius. That individual was called a great fisherman.
Sounds like a good plan.
Maybe we should also ask because they said they go in like pairs, right? Or like little teams.
Yes, although I think it was mentioned that he was alone.
Or he was. Oh,
Is it worth entertaining the possibility that the brothers have done something to curse Deucalion?
I think it is worth entertaining, yes.
but so the story we have is that Speaker went alone during the hunt, killed the boar, which was so far as we know of one shot. And now it's been served to the town, ate, and tanned out, and is now in use of everybody. The thing I'm really concerned about is the slash here. Boars are dangerous beasts still, even if injured. And I'm not sure if the slash really has any confinement to it, but I know it's definitely a lot more recent to it. It doesn't seem like it was made by surrounding forest or foliage going on.
Would there I have my piety augury, where I want to ask, and this is a very dumb fucking thought that I'm having, where the question I would like to ask would be, uh, if this creature with the hide in hand were to be hunted and killed, would it be an honorable kill? Um, Mostly to like, because Cora mentioned it's possibly a sacred animal, and uh, and either using augury or my own knowledge, would I be able to determine that? I know that's not how augury works, which is why I'm asking.
I think using augury. You know, it takes a little bit of time, and just uh, pray over this bit of hide, and in asking the question of whether or not like is this hide of a creature that may be hunted, you get a positive result back from that. Like yes, it is something that um, there's no reason that this animal couldn't be hunted.
So the dishonor was in the claiming of the kill, not in the kill itself. I believe you are right, Aklan, that the brothers are conspiring in some manner, though for whose benefit it is very unclear.
Oh, seems we must find out what it is they have against Dukelion. I will approach Diogenes. So, thank you very much for the hide. Between you and me, Apollodorus seemed to indicate that perhaps Deucalion did not take down the boar after all, and that, or if he did, maybe it was only because of the tracking that Apollodorus had done. Do you think this could be true, or do you think it is sour grapes from your brother?
Well, now Apollodorus likes to think he's top of the food chain whenever it comes to hunting around here, and I mean, he and I were mostly tracking together for the hunt, and I think if he's seems to be a little sour about it, it wouldn't be unlike him to be a little jealous or something. But I mean,
I
as
see.
far as I know, he didn't have anything to do with Deucalion's part of the hunt. He and I were together the whole time. I mean,
Oh well, who was with Deucalion then?
as far as I know, Deucalion was on his own.
I see. Does it is sometimes like brothers to try and show off for their siblings. I
Yeah, I mean, I
wondered.
guess so. I mean, Apollodorus and I, we were out there on one team, and then we had Apollonius and Nicodemos managed to drag Apollonius out there, and they were doing their own thing. Neither of them, too much skill, but they like to try. They like to get out there, but I mean, yeah, as far as I know, Deucalion was on his own. Gaius was out, but he's better on the water than in the woods.
What about your other brother? You have mentioned yourself and three brothers, don't you? Isn't there one more?
Oh well, yeah. Diomedes, he's never too interested, and he's the grumpy sort. He doesn't really get out much. I figure he was back home in his cups or something.
Well, that is very interesting. And you say that Nicodemus had to drag Apollonius to the hunt?
Yeah, I mean, Apollonius, he's kind of we call him the little apple. He's kind of I don't know, he's kind of lazy. Not, not in a way that we feel too much of a need to intervene, but he'd rather sit around, and he doesn't get out a whole lot. But better him sit around and keep to
And
himself than I mean,
well,
Diomedes, we've always been a little worried. He can get a
who
little
can
aggro whenever he gets too deep in the cups, but
I must say I can't blame Apollonius. I don't know that I would want to go out in this cold either.
Oh well, I mean, it wasn't really that cold back when we had the hunt.
Hmm.
I mean, winter was wrapping up, and the warmth of spring had begun to set in. Uh,
Does this cold not bother you? Are you not concerned that the weather pattern has reversed itself?
well, I mean, gods are fickle, and you know, I don't know who brought this on what, but you know, I'm sure, I'm sure there's some reason to it, some spite, some type of thing, but uh, I mean, you know, Nylea's never been too fond of you know, Ifara and her ilk, and you know, Miletus across the bay. Like, if Theros is stuck in this winter, I'm sure someone somewhere caused it.
Hmm. But you don't think anyone here caused it?
I mean, little old Crimnos. I don't know why anything that happened here would bring, untimely winter on, you know, all of the land.
Hmm. How? Okay. Question.
Yeah.
How good of a shot do you think your brother is?
Oh, you mean you got to be? I've got four of them.
Well, the one that killed the boar recently during the hunt.
Well, Deucalion killed the boar. He's not a brother of ours. He's just the speaker.
Oh yeah. I'm getting a lot of names.
Yeah,
Getting
a lot of names. I get you. I get you. A lot of Diomedes, Diogenes, Deucalion. Yeah.
How good of a
Or
shot is he?
Nico. I mean, he's the only one that doesn't have like a paired off name. He's always been a little bit spiteful about it.
Yeah. So, as I said, how good of a shot do you think he is?
Deucalion, I mean, he could hit a pumpkin if it were sat on a post not too far from him, but uh, you know, even a blind squirrel hits their mark every now and then.
Okay. Callie just wanders off into their own thoughts after asking these questions. Oh, did you use any of the leather from the boar?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, we made plenty of use out of it. I got a new pair of gloves in the back. He like hawks a boot and sets it up on the counter. um, wrap some tools, handles tools, that kind of thing. It's been put to good use.
I'm just going to do like a once over to see if I see any seams on it.
By the time it's all been turned into like boots and gloves and such, there's not really any like noticeable like uh any seams that aren't meant to be there as part of the form of the item. You
Thank you.
gather, like, from your experience, like as the process of actually turning the leather into something, um th- the, it's not uncommon to line it up to where, like, the bit that gets trimmed off is the ugly bit. So once it's been worked, there's not really any like remnant of anything.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Um, I think that's all I have for questions. I don't.
All right. Well, I mean, y'all sure are an inquisitive bunch, but It's been nice having some conversation.
Thank you.
Oh, once we're out of the tavern, I'll just say, so we are all in the collective understanding that Deucalion has committed some form of hunting fraud.
That's
As
what I'm
parents,
assuming.
yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, how do you make up a hunting fraud?
Someone else has wounded the animal, and you kill it in spite of them.
Oh yeah,
Or
but
you
how do you
perhaps
scent
kill
of?
whoever had put in the work first.
Oh wait, we have to kill the person who put in the work first.
No.
It's possible that Deucalion was not alone in his hunt, but was alone when he returned to the city.
Oh, I see. Damn, he got a double kill. I guess that's actually single friend got.
It under that circumstance, wouldn't they be missing another villager?
Yes. Unless, of course, it wasn't a villager. Could have been another animal or a nymph.
Hmm.
Uncertain and, frankly, less likely.
Hmm.
Should we?
I don't know how we make this up though. Like, if the god's mad for a valid reason, and what can we do about it?
Can try to make her happy again.
What do hunting gods like?
I blink up at you.
I bet they like strawberries. We should
She
make
thinks
as
they're
many
fine.
strawberries as possible.
I don't know how you make strawberries.
I mean, conjure them up like with your your nature. Now,
Oh, no, Nalia makes them for me. I just go out and find them wherever she tells me they are.
yeah. So I mean, that wouldn't really.
Yes, sort of. Exact, yes.
Uh, what if we did like a punch card?
Are you, are you suggesting that IOU to a god? Like,
Like, if like we would give him a punch on the punch card, and then if Nylea got 3 punches, then we would have like every.
Yes, perhaps we mash strawberry up and we'd be like a king. We'd be like a smoothie king.
huh.
Like that too.
I like that idea.
We can still talk to Gaius. Perhaps they know more? The brothers are all withholding.
Yeah, I think we should
We,
do that.
yeah, that sounds good.
Or else
So,
we could still speak to Diomedes or Nicodemus. Both of them might have unique insight, especially as Diomedes did not participate in the hunt.
So
no reason
would
not to ask
would
both of them.
know? Is it in the off chance that they know who actually killed the boar that we're asking them?
Or perhaps they were given information about what had happened by Deucalion himself? Maybe.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go for it. Which
All right,
way?
so y'all just heading next door to the next inn.
Yeah, we're in hopping. We're bar crawling.
Yeah.
How about we go ahead and take a little break? We'll just do like a little 10-minute break. Come back, around 5 minutes after the hour, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
sounds like the plan is to either go next door to speak to Diomedes or head and try to locate Gaius the fisherman.
What
Maybe
y'all
we-
want to do?
I would go
Let's
to
go to He's next door.
I think diabetes is cool.
Cool.
Like
Right.
his name.
Okay, you head next door and you see this tavern. Those of you that can read see a sign that says the Grumpy Moose. There, the door is not fully shut but open. You head on in. You see that there is not there. There's only one figure here in the bar. The lights are very dim, but there is a smoldering fire, and you see a figure that is kicked back near the fire. And as you open the door, a sound kind of emanates from him. Shove off, we're closed.
Are you Diomedes?
Who's asking?
My name's Beast.
Kind of name is Beast.
Kind of asshole. Oh, sorry. I will hold my for a second. We came here for a question. I mean, if you got a couple minutes, we'll make it worth your time.
Well, you make it worth my time, then I might have a couple seconds.
Okay, here's a gold piece. How
All
about
right,
that?
that's worth my time. What do you need?
All right. So, there's this boar that the speaker.
I don't know nothing about no boar.
You don't know? Oh, you seem to answer that awfully quick, huh?
I said it was worth my time. I didn't say how much.
Hey, come on. Least you could do is be honest with me. Look, okay, we know that the speaker didn't kill the boar. Who killed the boar?
The speaker killed the boar. If there
Yeah,
is a
but-
boar, I don't know nothing about a boar. He belches very loudly.
How do you say you know nothing about the boar, but you know the speaker killed the boar? How about that?
Look, who are you folk coming in here asking questions about shit that ain't none of his business?
You know, okay, the whole town is covered in ice. You're all gonna starve to death if we don't fix
Well, then
this.
get the hell out of the town. I don't see why it's
Look,
your problem.
Well, what? It's your problem. I'm trying to help you guys. Look,
I'm doing just fine.
What about your neighbors? Like, you don't care about this town? Like, what's up, man?
Look, if they don't like it, they can move.
Look, come on, man. Like, just help us. The town's in a lot of trouble. The speaker is a fucking dinosaur right now.
A fucking dinosaur.
Yeah, he's a dinosaur. He got turned into a dinosaur in the lake. It's a long story. We think it has to do with this boar. We need to find out who killed it.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
That okay.
Let's go.
A fucking dinosaur. I guess that's the fucking lake monster. that's incredible. Look, now I ain't saying that I know anything about any kind of boar, but what I can tell you, and he belches again, Duke Alien couldn't shoot a dead squirrel. What else I can tell you, I'm the best damn shot Crimnos has ever seen.
Gotcha.
Look, maybe Duke came around and asked me to help him with something, and maybe I set up a trap, possibly, or something like that, and told him where it was and made sure he'd find something he needed to find there. But Again, I don't really see how that's into your business. Fucker turned into a goddamn dinosaur. That's great. That's wonderful.
Well, that was everything we needed to hear. Theo, do you got any questions?
Can I have some of that? And I'll point at whatever he's got in his hands, beverage wise.
What do you think this is? Some kind of fucking charity? It's an inn. You can pay for it if you don't.
I'm going to put down. Oh shit. A dose of my herbalism kit.
You gotta be shitting me. This isn't some kind of bargain hut, some kind of fucking conservatory. Look, you got gold or you don't got gold. I got ale or I don't got ale.
I pull out 3 pieces of gold.
That's a lot of gold. All right. He goes and
okay. I'll put 2 of them back.
all right. And he'll go, get you he sets 4 mugs on the table.
I was trying to give that guy drugs, but if he doesn't want drugs, I'll give him gold.
Damn, the drugs didn't get him this time.
Yeah. Not this time. He graduated the DARE program, that's fine.
It too, that didn't stop me. Let's just say that.
So
Miles, stay down.
So at least we now know he didn't kill the boy on his own. He had the help of stealthily pointing at him. Because I don't want him to yell at me next. But
It's a shame that it would appear that perhaps the greatest hunter in the village is being kept quiet for the honor of the speaker.
It'd be a shame if we told everyone the secret. Honor.
really huge and oh my god.
You're muted, but I am saying it out loud, yes.
Yeah, I give a shit what the rest of the town thinks. I know who's best around here.
Hmm.
I don't think none of us question your ability.
Damn right.
Do you think that would
Spits in the floor.
So do you think that would if we restore the honor to the true hunter, do you think that would change back the dinosaur type thing, or?
Look, I wouldn't say I'm religious in much anyway. I mean, gods don't bother me, I don't bother them. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy to keep to myself.
Well, yeah. Thank you for the info anyway, and Beast will hand him another piece of gold. And then
All right, thank you for the donation. I don't know what you're talking about. Please, like I said, it's fucking closed. Get out of here.
Okay.
I just want to ask real quick. You said he actively spits on the floor?
Yeah. It's kind of like.
Not into a spittoon, but just just literally on the floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kylie's
It seems
face
like the
drops.
Grumpy Moose, while having the best name of any of these taverns, is not the best place to stay.
I think I need to start wearing shoes now. I'm ready to go.
Hallian, how do you think would be the best way to reveal the truth, restore the honor of the one who has made the kill.
I think if he is as uncaring as he says he is, then we have other world-ending issues to concern ourselves with. If this town's destiny is to wither and die in winter for this one, then let it.
That's very cold.
It is very cold outside, yes.
There. I never thought I would take the moral high ground on an issue here, but I feel like we got to do something.
Yeah, that's good.
It does not seem as though this one's honor is truly impugned. He does not care. So I do not think it is the honor of the Boar Slayer that is causing this thing.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. But even if we were to parade around the town that this person is the one who slew the boar and not the mayor, we could tell everyone, and it sounds like everyone already sort of has this idea anyway. Most people agree that the mayor is not much of a hunter. Perhaps it is the nature of the kill itself. An animal trapped, caged by this one. If we simply slay him, then it is the boar itself that can rest.
That makes sense. They trapped him in a dinosaur, and then we kill him in the trap, and then it's like fair's fair.
Makes reasonable sense to me that the doing of this curse would be to kill the one who has dishonorably killed. I understand that I would say in a minority, but I have surprisingly many who appear to be of the same opinion.
I do want to just make sure, in case I was not clear enough in that kooky character. The info that you've gotten is that Diomedes set a trap and caught the boar, and it was still Deucalion who killed the boar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got all
Yeah.
that. I am saying the issue was the trap, not the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we need to kill Deucalion because he killed the boar unjustly. Yeah, to reverse the curse.
Maybe.
I'm not being clear. I'm suggesting killing Diomedes for trapping the boar.
Well, then they would have cursed Diomedes, I feel like, Maybe
Well,
I'm wrong.
They have, they've cursed all of the brothers in that they have made it permanent winter in the town where they have their inns.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we trap Diomedes in jail and then we kill sorry, I'm getting names mixed up. Kill the dinosaur and trap the guy who trapped, and then it's fair.
If Deucalion is being punished and turned into this thing, it is not for us to undo that punishment.
Yeah.
That,
Man.
I think, will instead only increase the ire of whatever god has done this. After all, if the gods had wanted him dead, they would have killed him.
I think you are correct, but I think it is also correct to offer to undo any ire that has been pressed to a god if it is within our power. But that may only be given an opportunity to do so. Might be the case that we may only do so if we have an opportunity. is there a check that I could roll, perhaps religion, that might um point in the direction of I think Hallian had an interesting point of perhaps the trapping was the wrong part, but as far as I as a player in person can determine, that's still part of hunting and it would be okay. But is there a thought that I could do, like, as far as what Nylea would interpret as fair game hunting?
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check.
Okay, I'm going to give myself guidance if I can.
I
Yes.
can assist as I am trained in religion.
Ooh, awesome. 21.
All right. Yeah, while you've never really had to do much hunting or anything, being that you uh
I participate in ritual hunt, but
right.
yeah, I'm a gatherer.
Um setting a trap is not the same as poaching. In like, you can set a trap and, claim a kill like that. Um you understand, like, both of these guys are at fault. Deucalion for killing a trapped animal and claiming he hunted it, and Diomedes for trapping an animal not for his own, like, hunting, but rather so that this animal could be, uh, you know, trapping this animal in such a way that someone else could just shoot it and claim a kill.
Hmm.
Um,
Which
it's
would
not that
not be the same as like trapping for the sake of like eating.
Yeah, catching
Yeah.
someone in a trap that you're gonna check the next day to, eat the rabbit you've snared, like, that's chill. But, like, you know, locking a boar in a cage and letting it sit there for a week until it gets shot by someone else, like, that's not good.
Hmm. I think we are in perfect honor either way to either relieve the town and those who should not be punished from the punishment of the frozen season. And we are also within the natural right by Nylea's order to leave this place and let those who are punished maintain their punishment. I think it might come down to voting
Very
which way we
fair
should.
that a whole town should have to suffer for the nonsense of two people.
Well, there is a way to split the difference. We can call a meeting of the town and explain what we know, that it is this brother, perhaps all of the brothers, that are at fault, as well as Deucalion, and it is up to the town to decide how to repair that damage. Give them the means and the information necessary to make a decision about their own future.
That seems sensible. Akira, do you have any inclination?
I think that is a good idea, Klon. But otherwise, let me think for a second. The natural environment has been disrupted here, but I do not know if it is completely detrimental. And then they keep thinking about it. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is still the town's business to fix, however. I'm in between.
Sure, I say we tell the town, make it known.
To the town.
Shall we start making flyers for the town square?
I think if we just go into the town square and shout very, very loudly, that has worked out very well for me in the past.
All right, lead the way, speaker.
Now, just
The
like
new speaker of Crimnos.
Theo Theo just goes into towns and just tells the news by yelling at the people.
I'm a fucking speaker, baby. I don't know what to tell you. This is my job.
The world's coming to an end. Peace, love, positivity.
Unless anyone stops me,
Oh no. Oh.
I'm going to go to the town center, which I would presume is between the 5 buildings,
Hmm.
and I am going to shout as loud as I possibly can that anyone who wishes to see the end of this winter should come to hear what we have to say.
After you shout, you can tell your voice echoes through the town. It's a very small town. It's unlikely that anyone couldn't hear that. Um, the first figure you see is you see um, freaking where all my notes go? I've got to flip so many pages to like pass up the ones that Miles has made his wonderful art.
Oh.
Is little Cora comes out of the house across the. I say little Cora. She is fully an adult.
7'3", little Cora.
You should see Big Cora.
Oddly,
I'm also
5'5".
realizing. I'm just now realizing that this name Cora is, I did not mean that name to be the same as from Legend of Korra, even though like we're watching that right now. Like I have it written as Cora, like fully a different name until I said it out loud. Anyways, you see her like come out of the house and come walking towards you. You see from the inns, no sign of Diomedes, but you do see Diogenes come out of his inn, the river's mouth, and approach. You see Apollonius just kind of standing in a doorway. No reaction or anything from Apollodorus, though you do see some of the like patrons that were in the Stones Inn filter out. And then you see many other characters coming from their homes or the docks. You see from the fifth inn that you'll never entered, a a young man with a like large black beard. He comes out and sits on a barrel off nearby. And then various other folks coming in from the city, and you've gathered a pretty good little crowd here.
Is there
There's a lot
anything
of
for
like
me to
chatter
climb?
about like what's going on, or who's this, who are these people. Um, yeah, I mean there's barrels and stuff nearby that could be like moved into place.
I'm about to get tall.
Okay.
Whatever I can, I'll jump
Yeah.
on top of.
Diomedes sees you, or not Diomedes. Diogenes sees you looking around and like rolls an empty barrel over and like sets it up. It's like a 4-foot tall barrel.
Kick ass. As soon as I have enough people here, I will begin speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Um, People of Krymnos, I am Theodotos, the speaker of Nylea. Her voice is mine. There are things I have seen and been told in this place that are the portents of a great and heinous vandalism against the kingdom of Nylea. The people here have been suffering, and as such, it is my responsibility to tell you what it might be that you could do to relieve this burden of the cold and harsh winter that will not end should you do nothing to avail yourself of the treacherous and heinous, dishonorable hunters that have violated a sacred ritual of the goddess of the hunt.
The door to the Stones Inn gets swung open and slams, and a furious Apollodorus comes marching out and just starts screaming to the crowd, "Are you truly going to listen to these strangers who waltz in here and presume to tell us that some heinous act has been committed in our fair city? They should be run out of town for bringing in such slander upon our speaker and the upstanding members of our society. Please return to your homes, pay them no mind."
You
Beast is
will be silent when the speaker speaks, and I'm casting silvery barbs at him.
Lol.
I am about to. I was about to call for a like a contested like charisma check of a kind, and so we can use that silvery barbs. I will just say he'll have disadvantage on his check, and then you. I know it's not really like in the spirit of.
I can choose myself.
You can? Oh well, then yeah, go for it. So yeah, make your persuasion or intimidation, and I will make one myself. I do not have sheets for these guys, but you gather like holy fucking hell.
I'm
You gather
assuming.
you gather that uh Apollodorus seems like, the oldest of these five brothers. He holds the most sway, maybe under Deucalion, but he is, one of these, highest standing members of the city. Also, giving him a +5 here.
Sure.
With the disadvantage, he winds up with a 15. Diogenes kind of just like begins to shout back at Apollodorus. You know that I have plenty of respect for you, but if there is something that we can do, it must be done. Whatever it is that is leading to you wanting to keep such a secret, what would Granny Apple have to say to you?
I fucking knew it.
And Kira nudges Kali.
Apollodorus just fine. If you think that these outsiders can save you, so be it. And he like storms off back into his inn, slams the door so forcefully it breaks. And the door falls, and he disappears inside. You have this town's utmost attention.
I will hold aloft the remaining pelt of the boar, and I will say, the prize of the sacred ritual hunt was not caught in honor. It was trapped and then slain to bring honor upon your own city's speaker. Without the due right and the trial, difficulty, and prowess that is required for an honorable hunt. It was not even himself who used his own cunning to manufacture such a trap, but the wit of one of your own. And I'll sort of turn towards I've got his name on my notes, but I'm up now.
Diomedes.
Yes, thank you, Diomedes.
Mm-hmm. He you saw Diomedes did not come out or anything, so you're able to like look towards the grumpy moose,
Yeah.
but you saw no sign of him. Yeah. But you can definitely make it known you're looking at the grumpy moose, and they know what that means.
Yeah. Speaker though I am, it is not within my right to tell you how it is you should restore the honor of your people and of the ritual that has been violated. We leave it to you if you wish to presume a fresh hunt or seek that honor within yourselves, or else pray and hope that you may be given forgiveness, or that your master, your city master, may return in his own shame.
From the crowd, there's a decrepit old man, hunched over, full of sun wrinkles, um, that just kind of like surprisingly got a lot of force behind the voice. But well, I mean, ain't you some kind of speaker? You can chat with Nalea. Can't you figure out what we need to do? Like, can't you talk to her and like let her know, we're sorry and whatever, or ask her what we're supposed to do? I mean, like.
I think that the best that I can do is just open myself to reception from Nylea. Where is it? I know I've got a feature here. Here we go. It's up to her whether or not she says anything, but I can just open myself up for her voice if she wishes to use me.
Yeah, I mean, you could let the town know that it's not for you to talk to her, but for her to talk through you, should they, beseech her to.
Yeah, that would be my inclination, especially knowing that I can't make her say anything.
All right, I mean, well, well, I don't know if there's what kind of ritual or, uh, Diomedes steps up, or not Diomedes, Diogenes. I did this to myself. I truly did. Diogenes steps up and he calls out, everyone, please, knowing what we know, please return to your homes, and each of you, if you say your prayers, include this as a beseechment. I would ask you, fair travelers, stay in my inn. I will see that you are protected, and should our prayers reach the ears of the gods, I hope that you would stay long enough for us to hear what her reply is.
I am but her servant and will do as she asks.
We won't ask you to stay forever, but give us a day, and if we hear nothing, then thank you for the effort you've put in, and know that at least a few of us are very appreciative.
You're muted again.
The folks of the town begin to scatter back to what they were up to before, and Diomedes, Diogenes, says to you, I am so sorry for Apollodorus's outburst. He can be very prideful, and know that he does not speak for all of us, and I hope that sense can be brought before him. But please, if you would like to rest and um, enjoy your evening over at the river's mouth, you are more than welcome.
I'll look down at him and say thank you, and I will hop down.
Okay. All right. Well, does anyone have anything they'd like to do, or y'all want to head over towards the tavern?
A clan would like to head over to the stones.
Okay. Um, as you approach, you peek in the broken doorway. You see no sign of anyone inside.
I'll walk in and call out for Apollodorus.
You call out, and there is no reply. This is a one-story building. There's the main room, and then you see like a door into the back that leads into potentially a kitchen, and then maybe some spare rooms, possibly some living quarters. But
I'll
there is no reply.
I'll take a quick peek in the back.
You go looking through. There are no doors that you can't open, but it is quick enough to see that this place appears empty. There is a back door out of the kitchen that looks that has been left open.
I'll head out the back door and head to the Grumpy Moose.
Okie doke. You head that way. As you are drawing closer to the Grumpy Moose, you can see it looks like the back door of this inn is also open, and you catch you hear the sound of like a twig breaking, and you see like vanishing off into some woods behind. There's a trail leading from the Grumpy Moose. It looks like maybe two people headed towards the outside of town.
I'm going to head out after them and just ask them to stop and hear me out before they leave.
You certainly catch up with them quickly enough.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll try and get in front of them and wherever they were headed on the path.
Yeah, you cut around in front of them. You see Apollodorus kind of like moves Diomedes kind of behind him, and then like pulls an axe and is holding it in two hands, like readied. Let us pass.
I will, but after I say my piece, if you don't mind.
Haven't been able to stop you from talking.
I think you two are making another in a series of bad decisions. It's time you do right for your family and your brothers, and for the rest of the town. Go back to your inn. Wait for the town to decide what they are going to do to try and reverse the mess that you have gotten them into. Perhaps even you can assist in helping them get out of this mess and recoup some of your reputation. If you do not, you will always be running. If you do, I will stay with you until the town makes a decision to make sure that you are safe.
I do not need you to protect me. I am doing right by my brother. I am keeping him safe.
You have not done a very good job so far. I am suggesting a a different way. Believe me, I am here because I am interested in his safety and yours as well. It's just, I am also interested in safety of entire town. Please,
I don't think we'll sit around and wait for a mob to form.
there will be no mob.
You don't know these people.
If there is a mob, I will stop them. If you don't think I can, I just ask you to remember what I told you in your inn. That came to pass. A mob will not touch you as long as I am here.
Go ahead and let's get another persuasion check.
I'm also now going to step out of the way of the path.
Okay. I think go ahead and take advantage given the nature of your argument.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gonna have him make a wisdom check to see if he can understand the wisdom in your statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. It frustrates me to admit that you may be right. I will return to town, but know that if the threat of harm should come to my brother, it will have to come through me.
Well, it will have to come through me too. Let us go back.
All right. We'll turn and follow you back towards the town. He makes his way straight towards he starts heading towards the Stones Inn and then remembers the broken door and
Yeah, you
heads to
fucked that up real good.
the Grumpy Moose instead. The doors are, shut, and you hear the sound of a bar, like a
Right.
lock.
This is just question. Might it be better to stay with one of your other brothers, so it's not just the two of you?
I will take care of the protection. Should any of my brothers wish to come and speak, they may, but they know that.
May I join you for the evening?
No.
Very well.
All right. I think with that we will call session there this week. Wonderful job.